Which side are you on? Which side are you on now? Which side are you on?
All you good workers, good news to you all done. How the wrong union has come in. We hold these, no, 407 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We have met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives that that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this, but in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here have dedicated it far more than words can. I think that's right. It is altogether proper that we should do this, but in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men living and dead who struggled here have consecrated it far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note, no long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is rather for us, the living, to be here dedicated to the unfinished work which they who struggled here have thus far so nobly commenced. It is for us, how did it go? To, can't remember this one line.
You remember more than any of us ever remember.
Really well.
No, it is for us to highly resolve here that these dead shall not have fought in vain. That this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and the government of the people. Say,
By the people,
for the people, shall not perish.
Keep a close watch on this job of mine. My union contracts with me all the time. Write down on paper, everything's defined. Unless it's signed, I walk the line. Let's try it. I keep a close watch on this job of mine. My union contracts with me all the time. Write down on paper, write down on paper, everything's defined. Unless it's signed, I walk the line. I got another verse I wrote for this. We're from the Teamsters Union, and mostly we support Democrats, but there's a few Republicans we support. So, but we did write a verse for what's happening in Washington now with the Tea Party and everything, and Republicans pretty much going after unions. So we wrote a little verse. I keep a close watch on my politics. Them damn Republicans truly make me sick. And if they all lose, that would just be fine. Until that time, I walk the line. I keep a close watch on this job of mine. My union contracts with me all the time. Write down on paper, everything's defined.
este amor me encierro, echa mis fuerzas.
Guantanamera, Guajira Guantanamera, Guajira Guantanamera.
Mi verso destino verde clavo, y de un padre encendido. Mi verso destino verde clavo, y de un padre encendido. Mi verso
So you gonna sing a verse? Come on, go ahead.
She said no. I don't know. Hombre sincero, ¿de dónde crees ser falso? No soy un hombre sincero, ¿de dónde crees?